Okay. So, the tutorial that I'm going to, let me actually mark it here. Mark it there. So today we're going to be working on a little, I'm going to be working on a little tutorial here that Flick asked me to do last stream, which is how do I block in a pose in Blender to then draw over? So some of y'all that already been here, y'all have seen how I had this, I've been working on the Pokemon pinups, and y'all probably have seen how some of them I sort of blocked in Blender first. So here is an example where for the Blastoise, I modeled this block in for the body, and then from here I sketched it over, right? And then from there I just did line art. But yeah, but that is what we're going to be doing to right now. So I'm going to be, you know, giving you guys that little tutorial. Also, hi, Chole. How you doing? Yeah, let me hide this. yes. Let me get the reference. So, why do we do this? So, we sometimes do this in order to, because sometimes we have like problems with like perspective or a pose, right? And you know, we sort of want to like have a better like 3D view of it, where we can rotate it, change some proportions, move things around, either making the character beefier or not so beefy. Today I'm not going to make it a too beefy. I'm just going to stick with the reference here, okay? But let's say I want this same pose, but I want it like in another angle, right? Maybe the head is looking to the side at us or something like that. So yeah, something like that. So let me resize this. Now this tutorial will only be a tutorial for people that already know like the basics of Blender. How to like add shapes, how to move things around, how to use some basic modifiers like the mirror, solidify, skin modifier, all of that. So it's all, this would be like more so like a tutorial for medium level Blender users. So yeah, today I'm not gonna make it too beefy. I'm witnessing a crime. Yes. But yeah, so I got the post there, right? So what I do now, for those people that are starting to use Blender, you'll have a cube. I delete the cube entirely, but yeah. So what I do is I start with, funny enough, a cube. Now the cube is going to be the chest. So what I do is I just squish the cube a little bit, extend it to the sides, squish a little bit more, just a little bit. And then from there, I'm going to be resizing it. Right now, we're not focusing on if everything is looking good in front of the camera. As you guys can see, I have a little corner here where I can see what the camera is seeing. That is going to come in later. So, yeah. But I'm not going to be focusing on that yet, okay? Right now, I'm just focusing on blocking out everything. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to go in and duplicate this. Make the waist a little bit smaller. Because, like, he's not too beefy. Like, the chest is not that thick. Like, there's a pretty consistent ratio between the chest and the hips there. Basically, twink proportions. Yeah, I'm making a twink, not a bara. If you want to make a bara, basically just make the waist smaller, make the chest bigger, you know, and thicker, and that's how you would have a bara, basically.
Thicker and thicker.
Thicker and thicker. Now, from here, we're gonna be positioning the chest and the hips to the pose, right? So this is where I'm gonna start rotating, and you're gonna see that I'm sort of not rotating the shapes yet. I'm sort of like just keeping everything looking to the front, and then at the end you're gonna see that the only thing that I'm gonna change is the position of the camera, okay? Because I do this because stuff like the arms need to be symmetrical, and in order for them to be symmetrical, I leave the body like perfectly like looking to the front, and then later when I have the arms in the correct proportions and everything, then I change the pose of the arms and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, so here, from here, I'm just gonna go and do another cube. I can just grab this tool here and then grab this square and do like a sort of rectangular prism. Let me lower the mic here a little bit. And again, twin proportions, guys, twin proportions. In this case, if you want a bara, you got to make these beefier, but that's not what we're doing right now. Okay. And then gonna duplicate the same arm here. Basically, I'm sort of going like Mario 64 in the blocking stage, but then I start like tapering some areas a little bit. Here, I can just maybe add a section in the middle, resize a little, taper the shoulder a little bit smaller. Here we go. I'm gonna grab the wrist and lower it. Lower this a little bit. And then now I'm just like fine-tuning and tweaking the bicep and the tricep. Okay, we got that. So now that I have that, more or less, I'm gonna start like forming a little bit of the chest. You can do this right now if you want. You know, you can jump a few steps like I'm doing. Or what you can do is keep blocking it and stuff. So right now, I'm gonna do the head. Now, there's two ways of doing the head, right? One way is making another cube. Which you might be asking, hey Jomar, why are you doing a cube? Isn't the head round? It is, but let's say you want to use the same method to block in a pose for a sculpture, right? It's better to use the cube if you want to sculpt this furthermore for a 3D print or a character model. So here I go subdivision surface, and then I apply it. Oh, M. Lillis, thank you for the follow. I don't know why it did not show. Weird. Weird how it's not showing. Okay. But yeah, okay, so from here, let me resize the head a little bit, because it tends to shrink when we subdivide. Now, hey yo, Guide! Hi! Hello peeps, my name is Jomar JV. I'm a spoopy VTuber, and I do art, and I do some gaming. Right now we're just working on a little Blender tutorial on how I block in poses with basic shapes. And I can show you guys what I've been... how I use this method. So I used it for some pinup sticker ideas, or pinup stickers, Pokemon ones that I'm working on. So this is one of them. This is the Blastoise. Hello Quide, thank you for the follow. Celestial, thank you. Let me give you a shout out. Bele. Let me see. Guida. Sorry if I butcher your name. Oh, yo, it's you. I keep forgetting it's you. How you do? I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm bad with names. I'm sorry. But I saw your profile pic, so I was like, it's Quita. Which, yeah, for those that have not been here before, let's see if I still have it here. Yeah, here we go. The dual request. I keep showing people this, by the way. But yeah, the drawing I did for Quita a while back. So yeah. But yeah, I'm just doing a little tutorial for it. I burned my brain. I'll show you my whip. Yeah, totally, dude. Totally. But yeah, guys, that's the tutorial that I'm working on right now. But let's keep going. So let me also okay. Just disconnecting my my keyboard real quick. Okay, so yeah, so we have the head. So that is one way we can do a head. Now, another way is literally just going into mesh, going to UV sphere. Normally, I use the UV sphere a bit more, but then when I bring the UV sphere up, I get this little like add UV. Oh, you can't even see it. You guys can't even see it. Right there. Okay. So it's this little window. Oh, hold up. Let me bring back the UV. So it's this little tab right here. I click it and then a menu pops up and then I go to segments and rings and then I change it. Normally I would go and select both and do 8. And then I would just rotate, and that way I have these lines that already give me, you know, automatic guidelines to know what's the center of the face. Art text send. Okay, let me see. Where did you send it?
Where?
Wait, Guido, where did you send it? I can't find it anywhere. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, it's your Zangoose. Yeah, I remember this guy. Yo, guys, pause here. Let me, guys, check up Guida's drawing, Zangoose drawing. Big beefy guy. Yeah, it's a big beefy guy. Yeah, go check them out. They're awesome. They do some awesome art. Work in progress? Oh yeah. Yeah, this looks good. I love the little seashells. Because I know I know Zangoose is your favorite. Yeah, I also love the hone edge that you did here. Looks really cool. I do hope they do other forms for hone edge, the hone edge line. Because there's a lot of you know, a lot of possibilities with it. But yeah, no, like this looks really good, man. I really love the base here that you have for the body. Like a guide. I like, because I'm seeing like a little guide here under the line art. So Honedge deserves expand form. Yeah, no. Well, Honedge and other ghost type or item Pokemon deserve it. Yeah, no, dude. Like, this is awesome. This is awesome. Awesome sauce. Yeah, go get them a follow, guys. They're awesome. But yeah. But this, back to the thing here. Sinistea, but just a thermos. What do you mean thermos? Like a thermos? Like a drinking thermos? That would be cute. For me, it's like, you know, I want to see Chandelure.
¡Ay, pero qué
How you doing, twin? But yeah, we can what's it? Chandelure or lampin, but like in different types of lamps from different cultures would be hella good. Free modeling.
I'm sorry, I
just
had an idea.
I'm just doing a little tutorial, twin.
Getting better.
For how to block in shapes for drawing. Okay, so once I have the head there, I will start and mirror some of these arms. So I go to modifier, and I'm gonna go to the mirror modifier, and then you're gonna see that it's not going to the other side. So I just grab the eyedropper, select the chest piece. Gonna lurk now, though. Always good to see you. Yeah, no, you too, Quita. Have a good one. Have a good one. And here I'm just gonna click Control L, copy modifier, and I get the arms right there. Now I'm gonna do the same thing but with the legs. So what I do is I just grab the bicep and duplicate it. I'm gonna rotate. -9, no, not -90. Rotate 90 degrees. Thank you for the follow, Gummy Frog. I'm gonna extend it a little bit here. And don't worry if it's looking a little bit too rigid. It's a work in progress. Like you're gonna be, I'm gonna be fixing it here and there a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I have that. Now we are gonna have a belly in the middle, but I'm gonna leave that later at the end. So now that I have most of it blocked in, what I'm gonna do is what's it? I'm gonna start modeling a little bit because you really want like to do the least possible amount of work when you get to your drawing program, right? So it's very important that you want to have all the shapes to look very similar to your to the reference that you're using. So right here I do a set, like I cut the cube in sections across. So seeing that you do that for the upper legs makes things more sense now. Yeah. And I'm not gonna do the feet right now, just because it's just gonna be like probably from lower leg up. But if I do need to put the feet, then I will. Yeah, so here now I just like start modeling. So over here, I just extend this part for the chest a bit more. Yeah, because we're basically just making the whole thing pretty abstract here. I can also like add a little shape here for the neck. And I'm getting a little bit fast here because, you know, again, this tutorial is mainly for people that are, you know, pretty versed in Blender. So yeah, which I'm trying to figure out some things in OBS, see if I can like do some tutorials. So yeah. Also, let me fix the neck because the neck is very thick for a twink. So that's like a very basic shape for the neck right here. See? Again, we're going very basic with this. Okay, here. Just gonna start over here. Oh. Edit. Let me put X. There we go. I'm gonna snatch the waist a little bit. Gonna bring the ribs a little bit down up there. And you can break the shapes a little bit. Like, again, this model is not really going to be for, you know, a game or anything. So you can break the model a little bit to get the result that you want. Okay, no shame in breaking the model for now. Let's see. I'll just do sorry. Let me drink some water. Okay. So I'm just gonna grab a UV sphere for the shoulders here. Rotate it to the sides. There we go. Go mirror. There we go. Same with the hips. Especially if you're gonna do, well, especially if you want to do something a little bit more like with realistic proportions. Let's say you also want to do some pinups, right? And we can, you know, model a little bit the hips so we can emphasize the booty. Oli, solo paso por mi rancha bonita. Hola, Murloc, how you doing? ¿Cómo está? Déjame adivinar, ¿estás viendo o Arcano o Roxville? Lo vi que están en live. Also, Fizzberry Bramble, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Also, guys, holy shit, I forgot to say, we just got to 600 followers. Hell yeah! I love the model.
Oh
What you say, Gargarth?
on mein Gott.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah. I love the model. Why? Thank you. Hair flip. How you doing? Oh wait, and work. Hello there. Hi. Ignore the other hand. Can I do the other hand? Yeah. Hello. Hi. See, that works. Hey, yo, congrats. Thank you. I see that you also do VTubing. Do you do art? Let me see. I'm gonna stalk you now. It's like when I see something
Like to
that's
stalk you now.
when I see that somebody streams, especially if it's a VTuber, I'm like, oh, let me stalk your streams. What do you have, Yowie hands? Because yeah, I'm a 3D artist too. Oh, a 3D. Oh wait, are you a blend head or a ZBrush head, or are you both? Dust Stitch Gargareth said twin. Stalking. Yeah, I like to look at the peeps. Oh, I like to look at peeps that are VTubers and stuff. Blender, but also a lot of Unreal and Unity. Oh, really? That's awesome.
When I know very little German words, but I know the accent and the pronunciation of some, like, to make it sound more German, and I just like to do the little German accent.
Let's see. Yeah, no, Fizzberry, that sounds amazing that you can work with Unreal and Unity. Because let me tell you, I don't know a lick about Unity. I had to learn a little bit for my VTuber when I first made it. But let me tell you, I am not good with any of them. In your hand. Laughs in German. Gargarth, can you say? Oh, fuck that. I'm not gonna say that.
Green flesh. Reen.
Green
check.
flesh.
Flesh check. Tin. Keter von super walk.
It sounds like a robot having a digital stroke.
Fucking suck. Oh,
fucking
my God,
suck.
Jesus Christ! It just keeps on going.
Fucking suck. He said fucking suck, chat. I think Unity sucks ass
Fucking
personally,
suck.
but I think it's a lot easier for programmers to work with OTL. Yeah. Like, I
No, little
wish,
German boy, stay away from the giant German word. Oh my God!
like,
It's so much.
yeah, I wish I could, I did not eat, I wish I didn't have to, like, learn it, though, for the VTuber, because, I think I did my VTuber right after the whole, Unity conundrum happened, and so I was like, I had to do it, though. Because I wanted to do it in Unreal, but I saw that there weren't a lot of tutorials for Unreal for VTubing. So yeah, ended up not going for that. So yeah. In your head. Oh, Unity plus Unity works with Wadu though? With Wadu though. Yeah, like Unity works so many like Blender. What's it? Blender not Blender, VTuber stuff. I don't know if it's possible that it's because it's more accessible or something. I don't know. But thankfully I did find like a, you know, Gargarth showed me like a plugin where I can, sorry about that, where I can make VTubers in, what's it called, in Blender. So I don't really have to touch Unity that much or at all.
Oh, that's enough Blender for today. Save.
Weak. Okay, so right now I am.
Bitch, I've been doing it for 2.5 hours.
Womp womp. Yeah, guys. So right now I got basic shapes down. Right. Still not working with the belly, with the abdomen. Leaving that for the end. So now, looking at my, my reference here. I'm gonna start posing the character or the person here. So I'm just gonna move this up. So he's gonna go pretty much like that. And then the hips, I'm moving the legs and the hips all together. You know, I'm working in a very simple way here.
I'm gonna hop off and go make some food, I think, so.
Okay, have a good one.
Gargarth.
Bye.
Let's see. I want to look into that plugin more. It looks so sick. Well, I haven't shown. Well, I could show you some of the things that I did with the plugin. Like for example, I did my Christmas Jomar model with the plugin, which really they're just edits, like me editing the old model, but I've done like full model, like a full VTuber with it. But yeah, here is my Christmas model. Right? Yeah. And I use Uku Paint for the, for the texture painting. Originally I used Aseprite for the first one, but then edited it for the Christmas one. Let's see. I also did a, let me see. I also did a, what's it called? A April Fool's one where, and the lighting's not helping, but I did an April Fool's one where like, I did a cottagecore version of me, where I'm alive. The name is Joe Mar, and I do not curse. So yeah. Look at the loafers, though. Those are pretty neat. They're just my Crocs, but repainted. Ignore that. But yeah. Let me load in the previous model. Load! Load, goddammit! There we go. I'm dead again. What's it? Oh my god, is it using your phone or face tracking? I used to do phone for the longest time. But then the phone was giving me problems with connecting, and then now I got a camera via a friend of mine. So now I'm using a camera. So yeah, afternoon, Elastic Man, how you doing? Also, Felix Harley, hello. Hey yo, love the model. Thank you. I gotta do the hair flip. But yeah, hi. How you doing? I'm just working on a tutorial right now. Oh my god, these are incredible. How have I not heard of you until now? I don't know. Probably because I'm at a point where Twitch is finally showing my channel to people. That's my theory. Because now I'm getting like a more of an influx of people nowadays. Some dumb. Actually, no. Wait. There we go. I don't like using perspective a lot, but I will use it this time. Well, I normally use it. I'm trying to add stuff to mine for a while now. You met too many projects. What, the VTuber? You're trying to add a lot of stuff for the VTuber? Okay, now I'm gonna move the arms here. So, okay, this is a little trick that I found. So in order to like move the arms like an actual real life arm, first of all, before I do anything, let me move the shoulder a little bit more to the center here. There we go. So a little trick I found out is that when you're moving things, like a collection of things, what you can do is go up here to this little button, and then you go to active element, right? What active element does is that when you select multiple objects, all of the objects are going to rotate and move from the last selected object that you did. So right now, I can go right here, and from the shoulder, just go in and rotate the arms like this, okay? So it's very useful. Let's see. I just checked who I was following that's online right now, and your stream was one of the first ones Twitch showed me after I went through all my follows that are online. Great. I'm in the main page, guys. I found you from Axel's stream, however long ago that was. Oh yeah, I remember, dude. Yeah, I want to add a cloak to my fox. Okay. Well, cloaks are pretty tricky. But honestly, the thing with mine is that I have a similar thing where you see how my shirt sort of floats like this. Same with the pants. The thing with my shirt is that I have it like modeled going down, like straight down. But then I have like a series of bones that just go like up and down. Like, you know how you have an umbrella and you have like the little metal sticks that open up the umbrella? That's how my shirt skirt is, okay? That's how it looks with the bones. And so all of those bones, I activate the spring bone, and that's how they sort of move around. But yeah, didn't even know, didn't even come from another platform. Yeah, no, normally a lot of people don't come, they either come from Discord or from Discord or Twitch itself, maybe a little bit of Blue Sky, but it's pretty rare from what I've seen. Jamar, page 67. Okay, let me do the legs here. Let me actually move the origin point here. There we go. So everything pivots from the right spot. So right here in the knee. Right. Yeah, so right now I can just go in here. Move the leg there. I can start applying these as well. So Control A, and then I can just start Shift R to apply everything. There we go. Oh, I like I did my tails. I got you. Yeah, exactly. Like you did your tails. That's why when you go to like a website like Model Resource, you can, if you look at a lot of the models with tails, you're gonna see that a lot of the tails are just straight, like they just straight like a stick, and then it's the bones that are gonna, you know, move things around. So here we have to go and fix the origins of each shape. There we go. Let me see here. Oh. Okay. Might have to bring this up to here. Oh. Oh. It's very important to like work with the origin point because that's where like everything's gonna pivot to. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing here with with the elbows. There we go. Okay. Now that I got that, let me turn that off. I'm gonna start like rotating stuff. So here, made a little bit of rotation there. Yeah, he's like rotating, so like the elbow is like going towards us. And then from there, you can just rotate it from there. And as I said, you can move the head however you want. You don't have to like do it exactly. So we gotta remember, like, this is the center of the face, right? So right now I'm gonna give it like a cheeky expression where like he's moving a little bit on the side, like looking at us a little bit on the side. Little quarter view there. We can even like really curve up his body more. This is where like we're gonna break or not break, just like move things independently. So we're sort of like already like we already passed the stage of blocking in. Okay. Now we're just posing, right? And this is where also we can start moving around with the camera. So right now I'm looking at this. Oh, you can't see it. I'm just gonna hide this. So now we're just working with this little corner right here. Right now you don't see anything because my camera's moving away from it. But here, you go here, right? Move so that we can rotate it perfectly on the side there. The thing about these like perspective shots is that you don't gotta be too perfect with it. You know, if you like a messy camera angle, like a messy, like weird shot, like maybe it's like you know, somebody's taking a picture of you from, you know, from a top, right? And maybe the camera's not like perfectly aligned. So yeah. Now, one thing that I love about a forced perspective camera angle is going into, you know, after clicking the camera, I go to the camera settings right here where it says data. And then from there, I play around with the focal length. So going down will actually warp it. And I love when this happens. So right now it looks pretty weird, pretty boring, but when I get closer, the perspective gets weird. Like, see? Looks super weird, but super cool at the same time. So like for those people that love doing these like Y2K type you know, shots, you know, from back in the day, how a lot of Y2K photos were like very forcefully like they had a lot of forced perspective and warping in the camera lens. Yeah, you can do that too. And the good thing is that the body is still like pretty symmetrical, so we can still move things around, right? But all that we do is move the camera around. So yeah. Do I won't cry for you, sweet. He's like just putting his hand here. We can break a little bit the arm there, giving it like a nice curve. Also, we can push the shoulder a little bit upwards. A little bit up. It's like we can when we see it here, right? We expand this. See that he's like showing a little bit of shoulder there. Dance, dance, dance with my hands, dance, dance with my hand. Hey, Jesus, say I'm gonna dance, dance, dance. Hands, 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 with my hands. I'm gonna do the hands. Now that she said hands. So when doing the hands, I just do the basic shape of like the palm. And then later just draw the hands manually myself. I'm not gonna model the whole thing though. Yeah, this is just like get a nice way to know where the hands are. Gaga. 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 Which yeah, like it's very important for like knowing where the hand is gonna be, because okay, like right now we see that his hand is just literally just there on his pants, right? Like it's just like that. But what if we want to go a little bit cheekier, right? Like maybe he's like putting a thumb, like his thumb inside the pants. So, you know, we can work with that. We can work with that a little bit. So right here, right? Things you do. I won't cry for you, see. Buddy Emery. Na, 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 na. Okay. Then let's work with the legs here. Which, looking at this, I might have to go in and do feet. But you know what? Even better. Let's do something fun here. Let's say we want to do a phone wallpaper, right? Like a very Y2K phone wallpaper. So let's go over here to where it says output. And then let's flip the ratio here. So here we can put 1080. Here we can put 1920. Boop. And yeah, because like this whole thing is like very vertical, like a very vertical pose. But now we can just like fit everything in, and maybe even take the feet out. Cool thing about this program is that it's very flexible. So let's say you want to try out different types of cameras, right? You can have more than one camera in this whole scene. Yeah. If you're gone, I realize my heart, I will fade away, my bed is of ruins. So shift and move to slowly move things around. Right, I'm loving how it's looking right now over here. And I will be posting this VOD on my YouTube, on my VOD YouTube. So y'all can go back and watch it. I might have to do the feet now. Darn. Oh well. I guess we have to do feet. Well, feet lovers, you're gonna love this. How to do feet. Or at least blocking it out. So very easy. Grab a cube, grab this little corner over here, select that. Oh wait, hold up. I gotta do this one by one. So
Run, bitch! Run!
So I'm gonna grab these corners and just gonna merge them with the ones that are in the bottom. So last, and there you go. We got our feet. I can also use do the same method that I did for the hands. But oh well. Okay, from there. Okay, here we go. Oh. Again, since these are very basic shapes, we can literally just change the proportions of a lot of these. So let's say you want to go for like, you have a more like cartoony style like mine. Like the feet can be very big, the hands can be very big, the head can be very big, but then like other parts like the body can be small. So yeah, basically like, have you seen Panty and Stocking? Like the anime? Yeah, like that. The proportions of them. I can just mirror this. Also, if anybody has some questions, feel free. I'm glad to answer any questions that y'all have. Then we can just bring the tree. I forgot about your ass, not gonna lie. Don't worry, Mecha. I also forgot about your sorry ass. How you doing? How you doing? No, Ree. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we got that. Let me rotate this arm a little bit so we can have a little bit of that arm showcase.
For Ixia!
For Ixia! How you doing, Mecha?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just doing a little tutorial for the block in here.
Wait, for what?
Just like how to block in shapes in Blender. To yeah, for Flick. And for anybody that wants to see it.
When I mute my microphone, it looks like Mecha's wearing my skull.
I know, I was gonna say that. Okay, so now that I have that,
It's like an item in Pokemon.
yeah,
It's like Keybone's Motherhead.
yeah. Okay, now that I have this,
Bigger, better
I'm
head.
gonna be putting in the belly area. So what I do is I start by creating a plane, right? And then go to edit, merge, center, move it, and let me do X-ray so you guys can see the little dot over here. So from there, start extracting and doing a curve with it. There we go. So now that I have that done, I'm gonna go to modifiers, go to generate, go to skin modifier, and from here we're gonna have this shape which we can still control with our vertices. Okay, so from here just gonna click Control A and then Y, and scratch that, Control A and X. Yeah, so we can like make it thicker, right? So now we're just thickening it up, thickening it up, making it thicker.
I'm at the top.
Thank you for the cum flick. Thank you, thank you. Now, the trick to this is really just working with less polygons. The less polygons, the better, okay? So... very smexy posing. Thank you. Just gonna move these to the front. Move these three in the back here. Yeah, we can just move things around a little bit. Middle, we can just curve it. Oh, add time. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. It's gonna stop for a bit so that nobody misses anything. If anybody's taking notes. back, 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 back. And we are back. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so yeah, I was working with the modeling the belly area. So right now I'm just like moving some polys here so it lines up. It's better proportionate. Okay. And very important that we have this right here, right? So let's say we want to mark up where the abs are, so we can just go in here, right? Okay, and then can just like move things. Let me bring it back to that. There we go. So we can just like move these. So these would be like the area. This would be the area of the abs. So what we can do is we can go to the edges here and then Control B to bevel. Do like three segments, right? And then just insert that, like, let's say scale. Let's scale it a little bit so we can mark it. There we go. That's so that it's easier for us to see when we drawing. Same with these edges right here. We can just go in here. Actually, you know what? Let me just do the whole thing. Bevel. Yeah, 3. Select that middle line. And then resize. Even like since we're not gonna see the back, we can just do that. Yeah, and if you want to like do like lines that go like across, like let's say you want to mark up all these abs like this, like one, let's say like another one down here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, these right here. You can just bevel. Now, of course, you need a good amount of anatomy knowledge to actually, you know, put these into place, because this is not like, you know, perfectly done here, okay? So yeah. So you should know a good amount of anatomy for this, but this is just to like mark up where the abs might be, more or less. It's sort of like guidelines, basically. Yeah, you just use these as a guide. Perfect ab squares, yes. But yeah, normally I just do the ones that are vertical. I just draw from there. But yeah, so from here, I'm just gonna start tweaking a little bit more. Take away that that symmetry there. And then here we can do the same thing, bevel. Scale that a little bit so we know where the pecs could be. If you want a little bit more info here on how the pecs would move or be, just like do that real quick here. You know, I'm just gonna keep it like that. There we go. It looks very weird here, but then like try looking at it in the over here in the camera. But yeah, that's how you would block it in. And then when you go, let's say, let's composite there. So now that we have the pose, we are going to do some things before exporting. So I am going to go over here where it says shading, and then go to let's see. So I'm going to do a few tweaks here, right, with the shading. So I go to Cavity to so that all of these like lines and everything, you know, what Cavity does is that it grabs all the edges and vertices and sort of makes this shiny looking lines, which you can see. Also, we can go here and let's say we want to smooth this, right? Smooth that. I'm not going to do that because that looks ugly. You can smooth this. Yeah, so you get like an idea for the shading. Smooth that. Smooth. Yeah, you can do that, or you can just leave it flat like I had it. It really depends on how you want it, right? So yeah, so Cavity, I have Cavity selected right here. Also I go in and check the outline, so that way we can see you know, where the shapes end. So that's gonna help us as well. What else? Yeah, we got shadow. We want not X-ray, not X-ray. Okay. You can also change some of the shadow here, right? Like you can get this, that. You know, you can really edit this. It's very forgiving. I like this one. Actually, wait. Yeah, I like this one. And you can rotate the shadow here. Right? Can I rotate it? Oh no, I cannot right now because I had to like use world lighting, but not gonna deal with that. That's another thing. You can actually grab this whole thing and bring it into, let's say, a render view, right? And start adding some lighting. So let's say I want to add a sun, right? We add a sun, right? It's like our overall lighting. And have the render here. Like here you can see everything. So say we want to have point light. Now everything is flat, so we're not gonna see like a perfect rim lighting because we would need some nice round edges for that, but you know, we can still have a little bit of that here and there. Start editing the light here. Let's do 50 on that. To 1K. It's a lot. But again, this is a rim lighting, so it's just for the back. There we go. So yeah, you can play around with the color, with the lighting here. You can also, what's it? Also, let me fix my avatar real quick. There we go. So yeah, you can play around with the lighting here. Do some cool lighting. You can just lower the light there. Say one like a nice blue. Yeah. And then we can have like an area light over here. And let's bring the brightness up. Oh, that's too much. Yeah. Now, it really depends on how you do it, but, you know, it's a nice way to, like, plan out your lighting, how it works, right? Colors as well. So, yeah. So, after I do all of that, right, you can either render this version out by going to View, and I go, let's see, render viewport preview. And then let me show you guys what I'm seeing. So right here is what I'm seeing. So, right, this is how the rendered ended up looking. I really like how this one looked. So yeah, now that I have that, we can go to image. We gotta save a copy. And then you just name it, go to download, test base. There we go. Now you can also, you don't have to do this whole rendered look. You can just go for like a normal solid. That's how I do it as well. And do the same process, render, viewport preview, and all that stuff. Right, image, save a copy. There we go. And then now I'll just save this just in case. Here we go. Saving it, and then I'll close Blender off. And then I'll go back to clip. And then now, new image or new file here. We said that this was a 1080 by 1920, right? So very important we get the dimensions to be the same. Yeah, the dimensions of the piece is something that, thought I lowered the volume. Very important you plan out beforehand what's going to be the overall dimensions of your piece. So very important for that. Very, very important. Move cable, move. Hey. La 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 la. Okay. So I'm gonna go to my files here. And I'm gonna bring over here the 2 pictures. There we go. Gonna grab this one too. There we go. So as I said, I'm gonna use this one more. Because like this lighting one is more so to like plan out the light direction and all that stuff. So yeah. I'm just gonna fixing the VTuber real quick. So yeah. So yeah, then from here, I just go in, lower the opacity, add another layer, and this is where I'm gonna start sketching, right? So this is where you're gonna go very creative and start out sketching like your character. So here we got our eyes, and we can see where the center of the face will look. Right. Very anime face, right? Right. Very, very anime hair right here. But yeah, no, like seriously. Like you can literally just use whatever type of what's it? Character here. So here, if you want to do like a furry character, you can. Right? Get the snout. Like that. You can also like block in the snout in the perspective of the furry features in Blender. That's the other thing. Like you can just keep going, like keep modeling and sculpting in the program itself, and then once you feel like it's 100% ready, then you can like bring it in. Also, let's say I already did all of this and I'm starting to draw and whatever, but oh no, what if I need like the perspective or how like a belt would look? Well, if you saved the Blender model before, like right now, you can actually still go back to the same model, same perspective, just add the belt and the pieces. So it's a very forgiving process, very flexible. I always love looking for a nice flexible workflow. So yeah. Right here we got
Is this Spoink?
what? No. No, that doesn't give me a good idea though.
Grumpig is evolution, right?
No. Just literally Spoink.
Oh, this is Spoink?
Now it is. Yeah, here we got the you don't really have to give it like abs or whatever. Like you can also give him like a little belly here. Like this is just like a base for you guys to use.
You remember the force of Spunk Spring like starts his heart.
The what?
Spunk needs to like keep on like jumping to like keep his heart pumping.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so now here. It doesn't have feet, but I know that, but you know, we're just doing a little pin up here. Yeah, guys, this is how, you know, this is how I would do it. There we go. Yeah. And then from here, you just do the liner and all that stuff. So yeah. So that's the tutorial. Of course, I can keep going with this, but I got other stuff to do. But yeah, if you want, I will be posting the VOD on YouTube after the stream. So yeah. So y'all to see. Hope you like my ugly ass BRB screen. Let me see. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna watch it. Or is it?